Okay, so last time you guys had made your way down into the dungeon, and with the help of Zaitari's relic and Aoife, for a moment, it's been 3 weeks. I don't remember names anymore. You guys had followed uncorrupted Gokor's path through the dungeon, discovering how he got corrupted in the first place. You went further in to discover he had a cyst implanted on him, which caused him to get corrupted and kill his fellow party members. And then afterwards, you saw him talking to a woman that you didn't recognize about a wreck off of Gull's wing, and the last location of Tialin Fearlesshorn. And then further in, you found the corpse of an ancient dragon that was mutilated. I could tell you guys if you don't know. It should be in your messages from me, so. And then you guys
Mostly joking. Sorry.
you guys entered a room, and there was a cyst-like entity who told you that you could not leave, and then you fought, killed said entity, reality shattered, and you got propelled 20 years into the future, where some of you met your children, and
25, I believe.
huh?
25
25,
years.
sorry. 25 years.
You know,
Five.
Angie do, totally normal day.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
25 years into the future. Some of you met your kids. Some of you met kids, adult versions of the kids you knew. I mean, totally fine. And they are going to help you get back, because apparently this has happened to you, because time in this world is a closed loop, and we're not going to deal with other time shit.
Travel theories?
No, no travel theory, no, like, string theory, multiple dimensions, alternate timelines. Let's keep it simple, please. No diverging timelines. As far as you know, time is a closed loop. So, you are drawing on my picture of your child. Anyways, we could argue who has the best child later. Obviously, it's the dog in the background with the hamburger squeaky toy.
I loved the deep side punctuated by 2 squeaks.
And I believe you guys rested in the mansion for the night, just catching,
yeah.
catching up with folks. All right. So during the night, they had mentioned that you guys are gonna have to get a couple things. It was kind of shaky last. I have an explanation. It's written out. So, what the plan entails, as Trixie tells you guys, is in the morning, you guys are going to teleport to Algor. There's a teleportation she has access to. In order for you guys to go home, she and Galloway are gonna have to cast a spell called which is named Time Reaver, which will jump you back to where you're from. The problem is, normally Time Reaver has a 10% chance of sending you back in the wrong time period. So when I say 10%, I mean, like, if you were only going 100 days into the future, you would either be off your target 10 days before or 10 days after. So 110 days or 90 days is where you would go back. Because it's 25 years, you could be 2.5 years prior or 2.5 years before Yeah, so therein lies the problem. And also the spell requires preclusium, and the ichor of an old one,
Oh, we got that.
Yeah.
and as well as a
The
couple
same thing.
as well as a couple other things that she lists out.
Rick
What
just dumps her bag out. Like, I'm sure we got it all here somewhere.
Do we need any, what is it, manticore balls? I think we got a couple sets.
No. We're not giving that shit up.
Too important.
Shadow's like, wow, you just to let you know, you still have that while you're, you've kept it for this long.
So
I
treasure
don't know
trove.
if that's good or bad or just confusing, darling.
Yes.
We actually brought it to show and tell one of these days. Anyways,
Of course you did.
Sherlock says, so Trixie explains that the preclusium, like, think of preclusium as, like, the needle. And think of the old one, ichor, as the thread. So together, they could pierce reality and time. But you need a couple other things if you want Time Reaver to be a little more accurate. And she says, she says one of the things that we're going to need is a Giravar heart, which are if anybody wants to roll like an Arcana check, I may also put the name in the
Huh?
Arcana.
I'll try it.
Hold on.
Not like we have anybody that
37.
has high Arcana rolls.
Nope, not a single person.
Make sure I spelled it right.
Fucking great.
Which are these, like, as Trixie explains it to those who are not Tilda, they are
Who do you think explained it to Trixie?
Good point.
They are these, like, massive six-limbed creatures. They stand about 30 feet tall, and they're covered in, like, these thick armored plates. Theory suggests that they were once constructs that had gained life, but they're huge, and what they have inside of them is a they have a heart which is encased with a fine sheet of adamantine that has been warped by the magic that powers said creatures. So you're gonna have to get one of those.
I'm
Are they at least,
imagining
like-
they know where to go.
They
where we'll need to
know
go for
where
this.
you'd go to find one or to act.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are these creatures at least like evil or not sentient or something? Like,
Trixie explains they could be considered evil of the
Oh, okay.
chaotic variety.
okay, so I'm not going to kill like, somebody who gives a lot of money to orphans when I kill this thing.
Yes, as the person who just randomly tackled somebody who carrying a potion out of a store.
One, didn't kill that man. Two, he seemed really suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Why did he need a lightning resistance? Zaitari, why?
I don't know. Why
Regardless.
did
Go on, Trixie.
Thank you.
Continue.
Thank you, Mother. We do know the location of where they could be obtained. The problem is going to be summoning it. There's a portal location we can go to. And it is surrounded by rather powerful beings. You all shouldn't have any problem with it. The other thing is we're gonna need a little more ichor than you can provide, meaning that we're gonna have to,
gross. That's a lot of ichor.
it's for Time Reaver to work. So if we were only sending you back a few months, what we have on hand would be enough. but we're sending you back 25 years. So the components needed for a spell of that magnitude is multiplied by 100 at least. Typically, when me and Galloway use Time Reaver, we try to limit it within months.
You time travel often?
I'm assuming that she
Curious
can't
about
answer that
that myself.
question.
Or maybe she can't.
I've only been able myself to handle a couple of hours to days when need be. Galloway is.
Well, you are still an apprentice.
Of course,
And-
of course.
This sounds like incredibly difficult. Magic.
It can be. Galloway can do years, but with preparation, and his master Valerion can do decades. The problem is we haven't seen him for a while, so unfortunately, it's just me and Galloway for now. But with all of this, we should be able to get you back home pretty easily. And Shylock says, yeah, so don't worry about that. I mean, we'll track down another minor old one. It should be fine. You guys can go after the giant multi-armed thing, whatever that thing is.
Sorry, are you saying the multi-armed thing is more dangerous than the little old god bits? Like, that seems like you guys are taking the heart of peace.
Shylock says, well, we have a way to locate them.
It's probably more of a because they know where this is. We aren't going to run into anybody of
Oh, wait,
terrible
you know
importance.
what? This sucks. How many old gods are around right now? It's 25 years after we last dealt with this shit.
There is a very prolonged pause.
Information we cannot have.
And they
And
weren't nearly as successful as I would have hoped that we were.
I mean, issues have arisen during
Risen.
during this Shylock. I just she kind of just steps back, kind of like has pastries in front of her at this point. And she looks very like nervous. Just looks like not meeting your eyes at all. Melanie and Rain.
Seems suspicious.
And-
Seems like, as Zaitari pointed out, information we cannot have.
True.
Which is getting increasingly frustrating. What if this minor old god sends you all into a different time and we are stuck here?
Callie says that's not going to be a problem. We have methods to actually capture it. The only thing you guys need to know is if you do come across one,
Just don't kill it.
don't kill it. The very essence of them can shatter reality.
Apparently.
But
Also, Melanie, just because there are minor ones running about doesn't mean we haven't taken care of big ones. So
I suppose.
Do the do these our children and apprentices and whatnot, do they all share like a look like
no.
After that.
Shylock was already not meeting your eye
Mm.
gazes. Pastries is pretty stone faced as far as you can tell. And
taught her well, Rain?
Thank you.
and Trixie is continuing with some explanation about the other parts that are needed. with people that have questions, and Kaylee is
Callie.
Callie. Callie is just like, I don't need to talk.
The half-orc woman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, that is about it, Trixie. Are there any questions that you have that don't pertain to the old ones
Or the future. Or
or the future?
anything else that we cannot possibly know.
Do you have any information we should have about these things that we need to fight with the arms and the metal and the bits?
Yes, any things that they're resistant to, weak against, etc.
Yes. Well, obviously you have magical weapons, so that will aid you. I suggest not using fire, poison, or thunder against them. They are completely immune.
Good to know.
Okay,
Um,
well, immune, fine. As long as they don't get, like, healing from it, then I'd be kind of
they
fucked.
do tend to they are similar to Tros, where they do have a regeneration factor. But acid or cold should take care of that.
Acid
Okay.
or cold.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good to know. I'll have to look at my spells and see what I can take.
And
So
they
no poison, no fire, no lightning.
no thunder.
Is that what I heard?
No
Thunder.
thunder.
Thunder. They could be awfully fast when they want to be. And they do have these spherical, spiny nodules on their body, which they can hurl and essentially do fireballs at a great distance.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So don't group up.
Don't group up and don't fight them near buildings, because they actually take care of buildings quite soundly.
Well, okay. That's fair.
Other than that, that is all I can think of.
Now, this might have been mentioned, and Lynn, might have just forgotten it. Are we finding these things after we go to Algor, or are we finding this thing, killing it, getting the bits, and then going to Algor?
Trixie tells you that where we need to go to Algor to get to this thing, anyways.
Okay. All right. I was just making sure that I understood the timeline. Thank you.
Okay.
That's a convenient truth for us.
Um.
I will never stop making this joke, Jared.
Anyways, if that is all, we can.
I have a question
Yes.
that Tilda wouldn't ask, but just me.
Uh-huh.
The Gariviar things, would they be considered people or monsters or constructs?
They would be considered monsters.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
Now there
Gonna be using a lot of
might be a
Sorry.
small problem.
Not surprising.
Uh,
What is it?
So, in order to summon this thing has to be summoned at a particular portal.
Okay.
Other things might come out of the said portal besides
Of course.
this thing.
Oh,
So
understandable.
just be prepared after you summon it. But this thing has many arms; you can't miss it. And I'm sure that you will, proper preparations and everything.
Well, the problem is, we obviously, with time being a closed loop, we must be okay. So, I guess that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we know that we go back to our time. Right, girls? Girls.
Yes.
I would say don't answer that, but at the same time, I
Thank
do
you, dear.
really want to know.
Okay.
There might be a couple complications.
Oh, God.
Dealing with this. As far as we know, you guys, all of you go back. As far as we know.
Hey, well. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Alright, let's go fight this armed thing and the several thousand flying monkeys that it brings with it, and get some goo and get the fuck back to our timeline so that when I ask a question to my daughter, she's allowed to answer me. I'm not mad at you. I'm just really curious. So curious.
Sorry, Mom.
So who
It's
won the
okay,
midnight?
dear.
Who won the midnight derby last year?
You see Shucks about to say, and Patrio's like, nope, 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 nope.
Come on,
Like a
we're-
paw over her mouth.
Yeah, paws over the mouth, like.
Rain, you and I have both seen the play Back to the Future, where they travel in time and they have that book about things that happened and everything goes bad. So don't even.
Martha
But the kids know,
McFly.
so clear. If this is a closed loop, like you said, then if they tell us, nothing can go bad, right? Right?
I just feel like that's just toying with fate, dear. If we need money, we'll just go kill another dragon or one of those scorpions that you, like, basically milked. So,
Good times.
I say
maybe
we all.
we could find a dragon for our honeymoon if you wanted to. I'm sure we could find something to fight.
Something to consider. Is Shattuck just like cringing, like
No, Shucks.
Ew.
Shucks
La, 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 la.
about to say something, and like Pastries has not removed paw from mouth yet. It's like, no. Nope. Don't tell him. Anyways, unless there are any other questions, I guess you guys can retire or just hang out with your future children, your adult children, and yeah.
Okay.
Anybody doing anything before morning?
Specifically, just hanging out.
Okay.
Just enjoying the evening
Okay.
as much as possible, with the fact that we have the displacement in time hanging over us.
yeah, I'll just say it's hanging out. Like sometime before Shadow goes to bed, like Rain will just catch her for a moment and be like, I don't imagine I get any better at doing the sappy stuff, but I just want to say, because I probably haven't said it, or if I did, it took a while. I'm really sorry about that thing I went and apologized for. I don't know what I was doing. Got shoved into this really quickly. And I was just trying to do my best. So if you ever needed to hear it,
Shout out just like kind of just looks at you, and like just like hugs you.
Mhm.
Roll strength saving throw.
oh god.
Strength save. Whoa.
Crunch. Your spine
Fuck off.
snapped.
Ow. Not again. No.
Luckily she's a lot more control of her strength as she's older. It's like, I love you, Mama. Don't ever change.
Sure you don't know who the Midnight Derby was? Just write it down.
Blink twice if it was a horse.
I hope not. It's a camel race.
Oh yeah, that's right. In that case, great question to ask. If it was a horse, we would get so many. Like, no one's gonna bet on the horse. Guys, I just needed you guys to know that my house smells amazing right now. So I told you guys we were having friends over tomorrow. Kelly's downstairs making a key lime pound cake,
Ooh.
and my house smells like cake and limes. It is amazing.
Sounds awesome.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything?
Jill.
Okay, so you guys are just chilling.
Yeah.
Actually, I will at some point in the evening, uh, after probably drinking a bit, like
Oh, there are a
not-
lot of drinks.
like not sloshed, but real tipsy, or maybe just a little slishy. And at some point, I'm gonna be like, "All right, I've got to know. Come here, Shattuck. All right," and I take off my belt. All right, so I've just got my regular strength score,
Okay.
which is
Oh no.
I think it's either 14 or 16. It's not very high. And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna put my arm up on the table. It's 16. I'm gonna like, all right, come here. I'll try to arm wrestle my child. Now, with a strength of 16, I know I'm gonna lose, but I'm kind of curious how
You're
badly
also
I do.
drunk.
Yeah.
Shattuck is also kind of tipsy as well. So
Okay,
she's like,
all
all
right.
right. She puts her arm on the table, and Pastries is already looking at this like, oh no.
I
This is
just
such a bad
rub-
idea.
I rubbed my back where it got popped earlier.
All right,
Alright.
so
watches all this and
so
looks
a
at the camera like she's
16
in the office.
A 16 is a 3, and then we have a proficiency of 6. I'm assuming I can use my proficiency in, like, athletics?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, so 1d20 plus 9.
Does she get mom strength now?
Shattuck's not in trouble. Like, Melanie
sure.
doesn't have to lift like a cart off of Shattuck. All right, so you go at it.
Uh-huh.
Shattuck's arm does not budge.
Alright, I'm going to
fuck.
now use both arms, so Kyle with advantage.
Yes.
1d20 plus 9. 1d20 plus 9.
Okay,
I got
22.
a 22 with both arms.
All right. Her her arm wobbles a little bit, but she's a little more, I guess, incisive that you actually went for the second arm. And something that you haven't seen in a very long time. She's like, you know, in animes how they have that like little vein that pops above their eyebrow
Oh,
when
no.
they're irritated. And you look over and Pastries is behind her and she's like, oh fucking no. There is
Did you multi-class barbarian? What is what's
there
happening
is
right now?
like a slight ripping sound as you have flashbacks to when she was captured in the Shadowfell. As
Did
her
she turn into a shark?
as her form shifts in that of a wereshark.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Oh shit!
And Pastries is just like, oh no, calm down. And like Trixie's like, oh no, no. Like try to, and at that point, you see Callie just like reach into her sack, take out like what looks like to be a small piece of pottery, and she like immediately like, you know, holds it under Shattuck's nose, and Shattuck's eyes droop just slightly, and she just starts shaking her head, and then she just shifts back almost as quickly, and everybody's like
Is everything
Eva's
all right?
Eva's
Yeah.
just gonna leave. Eva's just walking out.
yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Fine. You see Shattuck shake her. Sorry about that, Mom.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us, I suppose.
I make it my mission to find out what that was, because we're gonna need it when she's going through her teen years.
Yeah. Melanie is also making mental notes that this could be problematic next time she doesn't want to clean her fucking room. So
To be fair, you have servants.
I am assuming that she also does chores. I mean, that's just good to learn.
I was like, that sounds like nonsense.
Yeah. Ro is like, that sounds like nonsense. If I had serpents, I would not.
That's peasant nonsense.
But yeah, yeah, that happens. Pastries does say, please no more arm wrestling contests.
That's fair.
Yeah. Aoife, you walked out after this?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna stick around for the were shark.
Ah, right.
Didn't feel like a good choice.
Mm-hmm. Fair, very fair. Yeah. And yeah. Anybody doing anything else?
No, just hanging out.
Okay. Yeah, they tell like small stories. Like people, they tell stories. There's like food that's brought around because it is the mansion. Eventually, Aoife, where did you go?
I'm just gonna go to bed.
Okay, sounds good.
A lot's been happening, so I'm just gonna go lay down.
Okay, yep, that's very fair. Tilda, was there anything you wanted to do?
Yes, but it's more gentle teasing of my kid.
Mm-hmm.
So after the whole were shark thing happens, I figure we're kind of like sitting down, while Melanie and Shattuck were getting tipsy, we had like a glass of wine. We each
Mhm.
had a glass of wine that we're just kind of nursing. And sort of like, so does that happen often?
Um, you know, it, uh, it did happen a lot during puberty. I guess because of this current situation, she just lost control for a short bit. With the drink and everything, and her mother being here past self. Not as often these days, no.
And Galloway.
She like pauses from like sipping her wine.
Mm-hmm. There is delight in
Question.
uh,
I have a really
Tilda.
fast question.
Uh-huh.
Was Galloway the frog boy?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Um. He is a good teacher.
That I wanna bang.
Um. Yeah. Yes.
I met him when he was a frog boy, by the way. No, don't say that.
You all
You
did.
don't say that.
Yeah, we all did.
Most of you did.
There's a part of Tilda that desperately wants to make like tadpole jokes, but she's not.
No.
She just sort of takes another sip of her own wine.
Mhm.
Comes from a good family. He's not in line to inherit anything.
No, he is not. There is like a touch of sadness in that.
Which should be good news for someone who might be in line to inherit.
Oh, I see, mother. No, that's
would make an excellent alliance.
He I guess it's I guess it's a little more I guess it's a little more obvious. He is disconnected from the rest of the Allard family at this point. I
Oh,
don't think he's seen them well, technically he hasn't seen them in a while. Technically. No, he has great.
falling out.
No, not falling out. He merely has. How do I put this?
Important
More important
time.
issues to deal with nowadays. Well, now in times, I suppose that's the correct phrase for it. Which is unfortunate. But shouldn't be very surprising given who he is and what kind of magic he is wielding.
He's a good boy. Or was.
He still is a good man.
We've met him once. Handsome.
He still has those eyes from that time too. They never
He grew
went
into
away.
them. But he grew
Mm-hmm.
grew into them. Now they're just sort of a fascinating quirk in his face. You know, men cannot be perfect. Your father, for instance, very short.
I was about to say, you tell that to father once in a while. But he has, as far as I know, he's done great things. So,
He must see something in you to have taken you on as an apprentice.
well,
Less on the romantic side, more on the you obviously come from a very talented bloodline of magic. A magical bloodline.
I suppose it was that and my tenacity.
Also, inherited from your mother.
For sure, I did not leave him alone. Once I knew who he was and what he could do, I did not leave him alone, honestly.
That's a girl. I kind of like reach out and tuck some hair behind her ear. I like it short. I don't think I could pull it off, but
there is like a slight glance at Shadok. You can blame her for that.
yes, you mentioned. I'm sure I've told you the time your Aunt Bryn burned my hair. It's furious. And also the time she used a double fireball somehow, broke the laws of magic to destroy a wizard who might have had answers to stopping a were curse that I had been just placed under.
I remember.
I'm sure there are plenty of stories and that you're getting sick of hearing about now.
Now, I mean, I have my own as well, and will hear of them eventually. It's been quite an uneventful life, so to speak. A lot good, a lot bad. But
I hope your father and I were not part of the bad.
you and father weren't.
It was my younger sibling. They're terrible. They became a lick. They're
A lick?
yeah. Okay,
Lick.
lit. Whatever. You can pronounce it both ways, guys. Every time I say it, you guys are like lick.
I've never heard you say it lick, but okay.
All right. So yeah. All right. Well, now you know your second child definitely gonna be a necromancer.
Trixie said, you and father have been the best parents.
Tilda definitely like wells up at that. Like it's been an emotional night. That on top of it, just like oh goodness. She kind of like wipes at the tears, does that like beauty queen fanning her eyes like okay.
At this point, Trixie will produce a handkerchief. Oh no.
We're not asking that. Tilda will take it and dab gently. Is there any sort of monogram on this or anything? Any symbol?
It is there is a griffin stitched onto one corner, but there is a unicorn stitched on the other.
Yeah.
Tilda sees that and she just kind of grins.
Whose houses are those?
That is so the Loyalar crest before Theo and Tilda got married was it had a griffin on it, and the Galantara crest had a unicorn.
Oh.
And before they got, or after they got married, Tilda kind of was like, "Hey, maybe we should combine ours just to kind of
Like that.
To show solidarity and like, hey, the Loyalar Galantara feud is no more." So yeah.
But yeah. So you talk.
2 14-year-olds didn't even have to die.
Yeah. 6 people didn't even have to die.
I forgot the exact body count. It was
I
higher than
literally
necessary.
I literally just was on Facebook and I saw a thing that was like Romeo and Juliet was not a love story. It's, it's just a tale of like lust and loss between a 13-year-old and a 17-year-old, and 6 people died. So I literally just saw it. Yeah, there's a lot of I think Tilda will also try to kind of see if she can get Trixie to admit if she has younger siblings or not.
Roll an insight check.
Ooh, 18. Low for me.
Unfortunately, she has a pretty good poker face.
Yeah.
So you don't get any information about that.
Damn it. And she will also continue to tease a little bit about Galloway and yeah.
Rain. You're hanging with Shattuck and Melanie. Pastries hovers around like every once in a while. But eventually makes her way to talk to everyone. Callie actually kind of like doesn't say much,
Yeah.
but kind of like hangs around like Shodok and like closer in your vicinity a little bit more. You kind of get the feeling that she's kind of comfortable more like in your presence and Shodok's presence.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I don't know. Hello?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I got a red thing on Roll20 for a second, so thought it went out. It's really hard to think. Dog. Could you please stop,
Oh.
sir?
Do you like hamburgers?
I
kind of.
Yeah, Callie was say, how are you two? I mean, I know this is a lot, but how are you guys handling this?
That to meet to Rain and Melanie or Rain and Shadow?
To mostly Rain. Shadow's kind of like, like has gone back to drinking with her mom again.
Mm-hmm. I am trying not freak the fuck out. This is great. This is weird. This is strange. This is.
Do you? She opens her bag. Do you need anything to like help you not freak out? I have a few things that could help.
Well, I mean, I peek in just because I'm curious.
There is a variety of plant material in there.
So, where did you learn all this?
She kind of like looks at you for a minute,
Mm-hmm.
and she is like,
Oh,
She
she's
turns
crying.
into a dog and cries and runs away.
I think you could figure out where I learned this from.
Who just came out?
Sorry, I can't help laughing.
No, it's hilarious.
I think
Now-
you and Melanie are smart enough to figure out who I am.
Yeah, but
Fuck,
doesn't mean
we
the
are.
players are.
Melanie almost. Oh wait, no, Melanie's got no clue. We got nothing. I got nothing.
So, how long ago did you start learning this?
Let's see. Probably about a decade ago at this point. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
She holds up like a small bundle of leaves. If you chew on those, you'll calm. It gives you a calming effect. Also, it tastes like mint.
I will take
Mint.
some.
It's not mint. It's like mint. It's in the
It's just
mint
mint.
family.
It's an Altoid now.
Mm.
It's just an.
But yeah.
Gonna have to. A little talk, I suppose, while they're arm wrestling.
Luckily, Pastry's got the exploding phase of the teachings.
So the fun part.
They did enjoy that quite. I mean, I could teach you a few things right now. Although you probably got that eventually, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I was over a lot, you know. Well, you'll find that out. You'll figure that out if you haven't already.
Well, you know, since Shadow there isn't giving me any information, I do have one question.
Hmm?
Maybe you can help fill me in on something. So I'm
I-
gonna ask her anyways.
Okay.
But this way it can be a surprise, and then I can seem real thoughtful.
Okay.
What did the wedding end up being? Whispered stories. Because I'm just gonna do whatever she wants, because that's what's important.
It was very
The
uneventful.
Goliath mud wrestling was a.
We don't.
highlight.
She doesn't have to come up with it, but that's gonna be how Rain figures it out if she tells me.
It was very uneventful, like the wedding ceremony itself, or the part after.
I mean, I need all the help I can get.
Well,
You've seen me.
I wasn't there for the ceremony. However, from what I've heard, it was not overly complicated. Something just right for her. Simple. Maybe a little as roll a perception check, Rain. It's a 1 and you
Wow.
still rolled a 25. Ah.
Well, to be fair, it turns into a 10.
Yeah.
She mouths the word, but there's no sound
Mhm.
because she catches herself. But she clearly says aunt and then Tilda.
Okay.
It's not something Tilda would have like put, like, she helped but not as much as she wanted to. And there weren't too many people from what I hear. Just close friends and family.
Loud and clear.
Hmm?
Loud and clear, kid.
Yep. And
Take out my marked deck of cards and say, "Want to play?"
sure. I'm not going to be very very good though. Never was. But I learned a few tricks.
And I'll be like, "Yeah, and this is why." And I play a few rounds and then show them the mark. How to read.
Oh, now you're just fucking your past self.
I am.
Gosh. Oh well,
they're
I guess
not. They're not traveling in
no,
the past.
she doesn't know until you're now. So I
Yeah.
guess you're. Oh gosh, time travel, man. Oh,
Here's the thing with time travel: do whatever the fuck you want because no one knows how it works.
But if you play with pastries, I don't know who would win, honestly. And I think pastries would actually want to use her deck.
No, that's stupid.
It's the same deck, Rain.
You were just like, "Yep." It would be.
Um,
I'll beat to shit.
Yeah.
but Dad's no slouch when he's lucky. Let's just say that.
Mm. I'm having feelings about being aunt to Callie too.
You guys play a few hands, and even though you show her like the tricks and stuff, Callie's not very as dexterous as you are. But it's very hard to, like, if you do want to do, like,
Like Rain tries to play to just above her level, so where like she has a chance, but she
Yeah.
has to try.
yeah. But if you do try some sleight of hand shenanigans, she's very watchful. Like, kind of like, before you're able to do that, she has that, where do you think you're putting that card look on her face.
Good one. Got it. Let's see if we get the next one. Yeah, kind of.
And you learn a few things about her. Clearly, she is a druid. Clearly, she is very good. She's very good at the identification and preparation of potions, identifying plants and whatnot. She has, over the years, been, after she obtained some of her abilities, has helped Shattuck with her care of her menagerie.
Oh God, how many did it come to?
That she won't tell you.
Are we poor?
Enough
Are we
to build a
destitute?
zoo.
We have to give. I guess we didn't have to give up the farm because we probably lived on it.
She does mention that there is like after, like, she mentions like one of her favorite places growing up, going with Shattuck, was there was a zoo eventually established in Valido with generous donations coming from several houses.
Take these fucking animals, man.
But yeah. But yeah, it's very clear. I'm pretty sure you're pretty sure whose kid this is at this point.
Yeah, I like a thought, and then you said your animal. Oh, okay, got it now. Took me a second. It probably took me longer than it took some people.
But yeah, very clear that she spent a lot of time at the keep after she was a little older. Sounds like her, Shattuck, and Pastries kind of like was it like a little mini gang at the keep. Trixie attempting to keep the peace, but she's only one person.
Also, she was much younger than the rest of them.
Yes,
Yeah.
she was much younger.
Because she's still a baby. Whereas,
But yeah. But according to her stories, it sounds like there was another person as well, but she doesn't ever say the name or hint. But that person came every once in a while and wasn't around as much.
I just every once in a while, we'll keep talking, and I'll try to get a little more information out here and there. Just gently.
Roll a. Do you want?
we all know that they can't tell us anything, and yet we are still like,
roll a deception, I guess.
That makes sense. 28.
You get a
Should be at all.
name. The individual's name is Philip.
Oh. Okay.
Philip.
Philip in relation to what? Sorry.
There
Mistake.
was like these four hung around the keep a lot, and there was a fifth child, but that fifth child came around more infrequently than these four. It sounded like Shattuck lived at the castle with Pastries, at the keep with Pastries, obviously. Trixie came, often. Callie came probably just as often as Trixie did. So it sounded like Callie didn't live at the keep as well. But Philip, another individual, came, but was even more infrequent than Trixie and Callie.
Interesting.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do you get the
We
name?
need more information.
I mean, I think I got it figured out, but I want to say it because it might sound stupid.
I have a guess, but I don't.
Mallory
I'm
doesn't
not-
have a guess. You should vocalize and share with the class.
I'm not
Uh,
110%.
that would be what's the name of your older sister?
Rosamund and yeah, Rosamund and
Okay,
Pierre.
okay.
That's what I was thinking
There was
too.
someone named Philip in the Boy Toys friend group or something, wasn't there? I don't know. I might be making that up.
It's
but
possible. Give me a second.
I don't remember if there. I'm probably just making it up.
Also, Philip can be a common name.
Yep.
It could
Yeah,
be, but
and-
Rosamund's kid makes sense.
But also, for some reason, every name starts with a T. And
Let's see. Timothy, Tom. I gotta feed my cat. Be right back. God damn it.
well, that's one Philip. I didn't. I don't think it's named after that Philip.
Pierre and Francois are the brothers that were friends with.
I guess
Theo.
I was thinking of the ale drink. His name's Philip.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Because, yeah, Philip was also ringing bells, but not in a human. Like, I'm not associating this with a human NPC.
I mean,
But it's also a very
it is a common name.
royal,
It could also be, yep. It could
royalish
also
name.
be the
Frenchy.
yeah. It could also be the child of the princess, Princess Alyssa, because at some point
We are the heroes of Liana, so.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
and we do-
clearly Zaitari's kid.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Could be.
Zaitari would totally name her kid Philip.
Yep,
Philip.
absolutely. Phil.
It's just out there going like, frickin' people, they keep asking questions. I can't tell.
Gotta keep making shit up just to appease these goddamn people.
I'm back.
Mhm.
What kind of shit am I making up?
We were just saying you were probably off while you were feeding the cat. Just like, damn, players keep asking stupid questions. I have to keep making shit up.
Sure. Okay, so
Sure.
any other questions or things your guys are trying to suss out of these folks?
Zaitari is fine.
Okay.
Who is Philip?
Oh, you don't know. You're still talking with Trixie.
Yeah, I know. But Ro wants to know.
Oh, right. But yeah, there is a zoo in Valido. It's actually a very nice,
Right.
It's actually a very nice zoo. Child goes there often.
It's right next to the hospice hall.
Actually, it's actually like 3 blocks away from the hospice hall.
Mm.
They don't want the smell or like any if something happens to get out. Hospice hall right there. That's terrible.
There's a horse in the hospice hall.
More like there's a Pegasus on top of the hospice hall.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Well, that's easier to fix.
Which Callie does say it did happen one year. There was a horse on top of the hospice hall. Broke several roof panels. It was terrible.
They used the elevator.
Uh,
I didn't know he knew how to use that.
It took Aoife and Melanie and and Tegan to get the Pegasus or capture the Pegasus to bring it back to the enclosure.
Meanwhile, Rand was like, "We can just kill it and resurrect it. It'd be way easier."
And of course, Shattuck was not into that idea.
And of course, Zaitari would have been like, I could just use true polymorph to turn it into stone and then animate objects it down off the roof and then true polymorph it back. It'll be fine.
But yeah, there's the hospice hall, there's
Guess
the
it's time to
zoo.
fire the horse.
There was, yeah. If there are no other questions you want to ask them or trying to suss anything else, we can move on to the next day.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
Cool.
Yeah.
On a complete 25-year history of the Derby winners. God damn it.
Well, it's not a horse. Though though Pastries does mention 1 year it was a camel, but the camel wasn't actually a camel.
Oh.
And
Put your
when
money
Now
on
I'm curious
Leo.
if that was an ambitious druid or somebody
Yep.
polymorphed something.
at that point, you kind of see Shattuck kind of like turn away.
Oh god, it was Shattuck. Okay. Best thing ever. I'm so proud.
And Shattuck's like, it was actually Moose.
Honestly, even better.
Even better.
It was a dare. Aunt Zaitari asked me.
Dare to.
Aunt Zaitari I asked Aunt Zaitari to turn Moose into a camel, and then we entered Moose into the Derby, and Moose won.
Did you get anything for it? Like, did they let
No,
you?
no, because then they found out that Moose wasn't actually a camel, so they gave the winnings to the second place camel.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah.
But did anything go missing while this was happening?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
At that point, Pastries is kind of just does that kind of whistling.
Wherever could we got this idea from?
No, nothing went missing. Everything was in its place. Says Pastries.
Or something.
Us.
Place.
Yeah, nothing went missing at all.
Mm-mm.
I mean, maybe something was replaced, but nothing went missing. Okay. But yeah, and they just share stories like that. In the morning, where was it? In the morning, Trixie casts circle.
Did we all get a long rest?
Yes, you all got a long rest. Trixie takes the time to cast teleportation circle. And as soon as that happens, you all find yourselves below what is a range of mountains. It is kind of cold, being a mountain range.
Sure.
You are definitely more north than where you once were, obviously. This time you're not on an island. There is a very light flurry that is happening at this time. And Trixie explains that the stone portal is over the mountain range over there. Where you guys are located, there are, several small buildings, but not big enough to be a town. This is a very common area for those who are trying to get into Algor discreetly, not using one of the the capital's circle of teleportation. While you guys go get the Giravar heart, they will go locate a creature. They will locate an old one and capture it, get drained of its ichor, and meet you all back here. There is somebody that is going to guide you to the stone portal. It might take a little while for him to get here. He's kind of slow now. It's very cold. It's Algor. You are in a smallish town with a circle of
Convenient.
teleportation.
That's an inconvenient truth.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. So while you're waiting, anybody want to do anything? This is a very small town, so there's mostly like seasonal produce available, little like trinkets made out of the local minerals in the area.
You go find a storekeeper and tell them to fill me in on the past 20 years.
They hand you an almanac.
Almanac, yeah.
But while you're waiting around, there is a figure that starts about halfling size that starts coming up the path.
Is this Philip? Please let this be Philip.
Belzor, ma'am.
Oh, is it Belzor?
So as soon as Shattuck sees this figure, Shattuck goes running, picks the figure up. Trixie's like, you know he can walk on his own, don't you? And she just kind of like shrugs at that point. It's like, I'm not going to tell the godling what to do. Why would I tell the godchild what to do?
Is it Deacon?
She sets him down and revealing his throwing back the cloak, there is a very old kobold.
Oh my god.
Is it
I can't believe I'm right.
It is Deacon. He has aged 25 years. He is
Wow.
the oldest, elderliest kobold you have ever seen. Like, kind of just like his back is hunched over a little bit. He has a little cane. He still has his lute, but now he has these like really thick Coke bottle spectacles on his like snout. And there's just like the scales on him are really dull. And he says, Deacon is so good. It's so happy to see all of you. And
darling, is that you?
He nods and he squints and then he takes off his glasses and just like uses his clothes to like clean them and then he puts them back on and it's like, and he's like, he nods.
Have you finished your Doom song?
Doom song became an epic, and he like slowly puts his hand like in the air because he's gotten so much slower. Just kind of like makes like a dramatic slow flourish. Deacon's Doom song has become epic. And Trixie's also yes. Deacon is now a quite the famous musician this day and age.
Wow, that is absolutely wonderful to hear.
He actually mentions that Deacon actually opened for Miss Zaitari one time.
Oh, very interesting.
It is and he like pauses. Contrast of styles.
Zaitari thinks about it for a second and be like, yes, that would have to, yes, I would definitely agree.
We even played at new musical event, Conchella.
Oh God.
Many days of music and performances. It was a good time, but Deacon not too much in the performing business anymore, though.
And
But
what about your friend, Master Big Grin?
Master Bigrin, still around. Not as old as Deacon, but still in the
Oh,
mountains.
stop it. Deacon, you...
I don't know if
don't-
that was in character or if the DM was dying. I can't tell.
Poor K Nolos does.
You don't look a day older than the last time we saw you.
I mean, you do, but you wear it well.
Deacon thanks you. So,
Deacon's like, who the fuck are you?
Mel has met Deacon.
No, I know, but he's so old and he can't see well. He's
Oh,
kind
no.
of...
That
Yeah.
would be valid, yes.
Deacon says, well, Trixie says Deacon needs to take you to the stone portal. Deacon can do so. Not far away from here. Might need help getting there. Deacon not as fast as he used to be.
Well, we can always get you a horse or a pony, though I think Melanie might be strong enough to carry you if she was interested.
He could just ride my broom.
This also works.
Or if you wanted to make me a mammoth, I could just carry everybody.
That'll only last for an hour.
No, that's true.
I suppose. How long will it take us to get there, Deacon?
Deacon looks. It will take us half day, not long. 4 hours
Oh.
travel by foot. 8 hours for me, for Deacon though.
I think
We'll
probably
carry you.
putting him on
Yeah.
the broom is a good idea.
But yes, broom is good idea. He kind of just smile. He's kind of smiles. So good to see all you again.
It's wonderful to see you as well.
Yes, that's... I was going to say that too. Yes.
Well, he goes over to Trixie and gives her a hug. Deacon will come to keep soon again. Sherlock picks him up and like twirls him around. Pastries and Kaylee just nod. And Sherlock gently puts him on the ground again. It looks like she's afraid of breaking him.
Aww.
And as Sherlock is putting him down, Deacon gives her a little pat on the head. And
How?
when she lifts when she lifts him up and as she's setting him
yep.
down, and Deacon rummages in his pockets, and takes out a little gold foiled piece of candy. And Sherlock just looks at him and looks at all you guys and just sheepishly takes it from him.
Be honest, Philip is Deacon's kid, isn't it?
Deacon will wave at them and look to you guys. Let's go. You need to get back to your own time.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Before we leave, I'm going to buy myself, try to buy myself a fabulous fur stole from the future.
Okay.
Just to say that I have something from the future.
Sure, that's fine.
Quick question: is this where we're parting ways with the group of our children? and whatnot.
For now, they will meet back up with you once they complete their portion of the material gathering.
Okay. Tilda will give Trixie a hug, and a kiss on the cheek.
Okay.
Actually, on both cheeks.
Right.
And say, when she's like leaning in, because it's like that, French to
Yep. Yep.
cheek kiss. She leans in. Be careful. Be careful, dearest.
Oh, I will, Mother. You be careful as well.
And then kind of lean back and look at everyone. Take care of each other. I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, but
Yeah.
those old gods, they're tricky. Trixie, even.
I was gonna say it, but I was waiting.
Yep. Shaq kind of grabs just puts one arm around Pastry's shoulder and one arm around Callie's shoulders, like, oh, we always are, right, guys? And Callie and Pastries look like, oh my god, she's crushing us again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hilda just kind of pats Trixie's cheek, and then, all right, pulls out the broom, hops on.
Deacon struggles to get on the broom.
Would somebody please help Deacon?
I'll Mel will help Deacon. That's
Yep.
easily done.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he weighs like 12 pounds.
Yeah, at this point he does. He's pretty frail at this point. But Trixie, Shattuck, Pastries, Callie, they all wave, watching you guys go, and then they start heading off in the direction they need to go. And Deacon, when you guys start moving, he instructs you to go this way, go that way. Mountain path is this way. And he'll tell of the wonderful performers that have cropped up over the past 20 odd years, if you're interested, Zaitari.
Interested in 20 odd years of what?
Performers that have cropped up. There have been
I think Zaitari would rather not know.
Okay.
She'll take some highlights, ones to watch out for. If there's any that maybe she should try to get on the ground floor and apprentice them.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, she wants it to be a surprise.
Yeah, apparently there's quite a few festivals that happen nowadays, like Conchella and Frost Fest and North by East by North, I don't know.
North by Northeast.
Yeah, North by Northeast. I was like, is it South by Southwest? Anyways.
Yeah, it's South by Southwest.
Yeah. Quite a few. Yeah, the arts have really blossomed over the years.
That's good. And Zaitari thinking she'll definitely probably make her own now.
But eventually you guys travel past through the rocky terrain and eventually get to in kind of a hidden, almost like a hidden druid grove, an area that looks like this, that sits in a valley. Deacon tells you it was constructed about 20 odd years ago. There have been issues with extraplanar creatures because of like things that have happened in the past.
Sure.
So a few wizards and very talented spellcasters got a way to actually channel all these random extraplanar beings to come through one gateway. However, this gateway can be activated and can pull creatures kind of like an arcane, non-specific arcane gate type of deal. So Deacon is able to activate the gate to get what you need on this plane. However, because of the non-specificity of it, it might take a few tries to get what you need. Yeah. So wherever you guys want to place yourselves while Deacon is by the portal, like carving, like, tracing runes and whatnot, where you guys want to be.
So Mel is going to ask Deacon if the creatures, as they come out, generally come out by the portal, or if they spread out.
Generally, they come through the portal, but every once in a while, if you summon a creature that can have some kind of teleportation ability, sometimes they spawn away from it.
Okay. Mel will stay pretty close to the portal.
Okay.
And I need to fix my...
So
Aoife will be on top of that statue's head.
Okay, sounds good. The statue, just for a frame of reference, is about 20 feet tall.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Well, why don't we
Think
just put a
I'm good
sign
here
up
on
that
this
says
rock.
no entry, so all the things that aren't supposed to come through just don't come through.
Exactly. They'll know.
Yeah. Put up in like Abyssal and Infernal and all kinds of
What's the thing that we're fighting?
What's
the name of it?
It is called a... I'll type it.
A Gariviar?
Yeah, Gariviar.
Gariviar.
Griviars only. No
Bronze
other monsters
Oblivion.
allowed.
They're all from Oblivion.
All right. So Deacon's like, okay, so this goes here, this goes here. He reaches
Before we get started, does anybody want greater invisibility? I think Aoife's probably the person who could get it and run with it the fastest for being next to me and then getting back on top of the head of the statue before things happen. So
I don't need it. You can hold on to it so that you have that concentration spot open.
all right.
Question.
It's just like
DM.
my big buff. So
What's
I'll
up?
be like, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just wondering how deep this water around us is.
Oh, it's like only a couple feet deep. It's like 2 feet at most.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll be like, Zaitari, why don't you see if you can hit that thing over there with the Eldritch Blast, and I counterspell it. And I cast Shield, and I say, hey, you want to put greater visibility in here?
no. No, you have what you have now.
Damn it! I don't have anything now.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean now. Sorry, I'm just a bit tired. I had to take my medicine. Yeah, I can cast it into that.
And that way you don't have to concentrate on it.
Wait, it won't take it. It's the 4th level.
Yeah, well.
Doesn't it only take the 3rd?
No, it takes up the 5th level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got 5. Yeah, because I just had to cast some stuff out of it.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll give you a greater invisibility.
This is the super expensive one that can hold a decent amount.
Yeah, I couldn't remember how much it could hold. That's right, because it was a counterspell and 2 shields.
Okay. Sorry, just getting something.
Definitely not any mobs or anything that we'll have to fight, obviously.
No,
so
no, of
it's
course
fine.
not. Of course not.
Wouldn't make any sense. That'd be very silly.
Okay, Deacon looks like he is done with his preparations. He's got a variety of paints and other items that look like they have been drawn into the rock. Deacon looks at you guys and says, "Okay, so Deacon's almost ready. Deacon will summon Giravar, and then Deacon's gonna go over here." He points away from the portal. Deacon's
That makes
a
sense.
little slow these days. Deacon apologizes. No hard feelings.
No, of course
Deacon,
not.
when you start the spell, will things start coming out pretty much right away? Right before, like the moment before he starts casting the spell, I'm gonna go ahead and activate my Giant's Might
Okay.
because it lasts a minute. So I don't want to activate it super soon, but I'll activate it at like the last possible second.
Okay. That
Same
Yeah,
thing
I
for
will
greater and
similarly activate my many arms.
okay. All right. All right. Deacon will give you a countdown. And he starts from 10. So when he gets to 1, I suppose you guys are activating at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. So, Deacon counts down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there is the portal activates, and there is a brilliant swirl of color that starts to manifest. I gotta get that cyst out of there because that's not what you're fighting.
I would hope not. I saw it. I'm like, no.
No,
No,
it was
no,
probably
no,
from
not
last
again.
time. You rolled
Yeah.
the 16 just now, right?
I rolled a 13.
Okay, so that's not you. Did anybody else roll? I think this was from last time.
What are we rolling?
Not yet.
Initiative?
Yeah.
I saw the turn order come up.
Yeah.
So
Oh, no, I haven't rolled anything.
Nope.
And
it was just me.
Yeah, and there is this like loud gurgling sound, and Deacon says, "Uh-oh, I don't think
Deacon, I know that.
Deacon doesn't think it's the thing." There is this swirl of color that bursts from the portal, and it looks
You
kind
can
of
tell
like.
us that's your stomach.
Let's see. So this is a. Hold on. Large. Huge.
It's flubber. It's just multicolored flubber.
Gargantuan.
Oh,
Oh
whoa.
Jesus!
Big.
You really
Oh,
do be that
Opdath.
big.
It is that big. You can roll initiative.
Where is Deacon in all this, by the way?
Deacon has at this point run on behind the portal. Like, nope.
Okay, so he's
I
out
would
of
like to re-roll
danger?
Yeah, he is out of danger.
When you get a chance, will you make
Ooh,
Mel?
wow,
Are you
same number.
fucking kidding me?
Well,
Good reroll.
All right. Well, that was worth it. Yeah. So I'll go at 9 and do 1 turn at 0, I guess,
All right, hold on.
or -1.
I was just gonna say be right back, but then I realized I am at the top. Frickin'.
Oh, it changed.
Yeah. A big change.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So luckily, so the portal already went this time round, so it won't have for another one. So
The
you can
portal already went this time. Guys, we're so fucked. The portal gets around.
Because I'm sure more things come out of it on the portal's turn.
Okay. There is
Portal cast to wrath.
so so Melanie, since Melanie and Aoife are the closest thing to this elemental locust, Aoife, this thing is as tall as the statue. By the way, if we're
That is exactly what I was hoping for.
Yep. So yeah, you can punch it from there, if you wish. This thing radiates like warmth and cold and every single weather condition you can think of at this point. It is essentially, if you mixed everything in nature, like environmentally, into one being, this is what you get. But yeah, it is Tilda's turn. That should be a 1. Tilda, what would you like to do?
Good luck knowing what element to attack it with, because I got no fucking clue.
Psychic?
Yeah,
Gee,
maybe.
if only I had oh, wait a second. Hang on. Totally forgot
Radiant
about this.
Necrotic might also be safe.
Whoosh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that will work.
Okay. I am going to hang on. How far? Okay. In an attempt to you know what? No. Never mind. I'm going to sorry. Too many spells. Was definitely not prepared for big ass elemental flubber.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Oof. Okay. I'm going. You know what? I'm gonna go with my instinct here. Blast of Force.
Okay. That does hit. It looks like there is a wave of force that hits this creature in the face area. Let's say face
Solar
area.
plexus. I was gonna say solar plexus.
plexus, and there is like waves of energy that come off it. It looks like you damaged it.
Cool.
It's a DC saving throw. Let's see.
Yeah, DC 20.
It rolled a 2, so
Nice.
yeah.
So it falls prone. You know,
Does it just pancake Melanie?
I
Since
wanted it to fall backwards, actually,
So
back into the
technically it's kind of like just there, so technically it can't fall prone.
What do you mean it's just there?
It's like an amalgam. It's literally like an element. It doesn't fall prone because it can't fall prone.
Yeah, she's saying it's immune to the prone condition.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Fine.
But you
be
did a
that
good
way.
chunk of damage to it.
Okay. Let's see. Anything I can do? Bonus action, not really, no. I will fly away over here.
Aoife, I assume you want to punch it.
Yes.
I tried to
will be
make it go
punching
prone for you guys.
Oh, that's
But-
okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try and stun this thing. I doubt it can be stunned because it's elemental. So I'm just gonna punch it 4 times.
Okay. You hit the land. Yes. You hit the land. It doesn't do as much damage as you think it does.
Alrighty, and it's gonna do an extra something because one of them is with my astral arms.
Okay.
Do all of your astral strikes do bludgeoning, or is it force damage?
That's a good question. An extra 10 on one of those.
Okay. Yeah, this is important, whether this is bludgeoning or force damage.
Yes, let's see here.
Because if it's bludgeoning, it literally feels like you're punching the ground. If it's force damage, it might have a little more give.
It is still. Oh, nope, it is force damage
Okay.
for the astral arms ones.
Okay, so those are all those 3. Okay.
Yeah, and then for my unarmed, for my bonus action, I'll just do 1 unarmed strike.
20. 1. Okay, and then. Okay, that is a lot of damage. Would you like to move, or are you happy where you are?
I'm pretty happy up here.
Okay, Zaitari, the land is angry.
Yes. The land has birthed an avatar, and we must kill it. So I am going to cast Hex as my bonus action. Giving it, disadvantage on strength checks for whatever it matters. And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Okay.
I think I can do that 4 times now. Yes. Does a 15 hit?
As massive as it is, unfortunately, it just misses. That will hit.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Oh, another 15. And a 32.
Okay. That is 25 altogether.
And then that's an extra 6 points of necrotic damage from the Hex.
Okay. The elemental ruptures.
Hell yeah.
And we'll and hold on. Wow, that's weird. Okay. Okay, and then what looks like to be an air elemental spawns next to it. Sorry. Sure. We'll use this.
Open a portal to the elemental plane of fuck you.
Hold on. Save as. I forgot it did this. It's not that big. Don't worry.
Oh, that's good, because I would have been worried. I don't think I can fight something that is the size of a building.
I mean, you kind of are right now.
Yeah, I mean, this
I
thing
mean, like
is the size of a building.
Like a small building. That was a large building. Like a barn.
barn. It is large. Okay. Okay. He will go
Barns are
next
big.
turn, so I will write that down. Rain. The land just spawned a child of air.
Mm. I'm gonna shoot the big thing.
Okay, that's fair. Do 100 damage to it. I'm ready.
Have a little sharpshooter.
Okay, you
Sorry.
hit the air. Your sneak attack damage is considered your piercing damage as well. The damage of the weapon, correct?
Correct.
All right, so that doesn't do as much as you think it should have, but
Womp.
Which one are you hitting? The elemental locust or the
Big boy.
whirlwind monster?
The elemental locust.
Okay.
Not the magical fart.
it is a magical fart.
I imagine both will not do well to piercing damage, probably.
Yeah,
This is a good point,
piercing
yeah.
isn't gonna do shit right now.
At least it's magical piercing. And then I will just fuck all the way off.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
I'll just fuck all the way.
Melanie.
All right, so Melanie is large, by the way.
Oh, sorry about that. You said
that's
it.
okay.
I forgot.
I just wanted to make sure that I looked as intimidating to them as possible. Since I'm sure this guy with all the elements mixed together knows what humans should look like. So I will I'm not going to be able to do much against either of these guys. Do I have flanking with Eva?
I mean, technically you do because she's up, so it's like a diagonal. Yes, just say yes because you're big too.
I
so
mean,
yes.
I'll just move
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here
you-
to make it definitely. All right, so I'll go ahead and do yeah, I don't want to try to activate my thing because they might be immune to my other elements. So I'll just do 3 hits against it for now.
Okay. Let me go back.
Does it seem like the thunder damage goes through
It
fully?
doesn't seem like the thunder damage goes through at all.
Yeah. All right. I'm glad I didn't activate my avatar then, because I would not be doing any damage at all.
I mean, even at half, you still did a good chunk. So.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Okay. The elemental locust, because the portal is gonna go after, is going to try to hit the big person.
Yeah, that's why I'm big.
That-
One of the reasons. Oh, I didn't put my giant stature damage on my last one. Can you add 3 damage to that damage I did?
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Do you have anything right now, like displacer cloak or anything like that on you?
No.
Okay, cool.
I will point out that on that last one you did crit, so you
I did. Well, I'll go ahead and put my giant stature on that and do 6 damage instead of 3.
Okay. So 1 there. Okay. So does a 23 hit your AC?
23 is my AC.
Okay, and the other one is 29. So both will hit.
Yeah.
So Oh, they took it away. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Okay. Give me a second. Alright, for the first hit, you take 38 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
And the second slam, you will take 23 points.
All right, so that was 38 and 23.
Yes. Could you roll a strength saving throw for me, please?
I'll try.
You are not knocked off your feet.
Good. So this is its turn, right?
Yeah. It will move 5 feet this way. Because it's so big and slow, that's all it can do.
At the end of its turn, I am going to use my stone rune
Okay.
because I'm guessing it has a shit wisdom. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
So that is going to be a DC 19 wisdom save.
Okay. It does not make it.
Nice. It's incapacitated with all those goodies.
Unfortunately,
It's immune to being incapacitated.
yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I have a turn at -1 point. I don't know at what point that would be.
At -1 point. So
Mhm.
8
No,
Yeah.
-1.
at -1.
So
Negative
last,
1.
you probably would go
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Also, don't forget about the portal.
Yeah, I skipped it because it already summoned something. Deacon was the first one to summon it.
Okay.
It will activate this round.
I see.
All right. In that case, I will. I realize I can do this now. I'll come up. I will stab.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
It's Faye, right?
It is.
It's never not funny, guys.
So.
It's like my Al Gore joke. Every time.
Ooh, damn, that 42. 1, but a lot of sixes.
Yeah.
So you do.
But the 23
Christ.
points of.
Okay.
I
That's
mean,
so many ones.
That part fucking sucks. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess it kind of evens them out, so they're both kind of the same
Mm.
now. Yeah.
Clearly, this elemental is a fae as well.
There's 5.
Not elementals.
Another air elemental spawns out.
Well, fuck.
Keeps farting. It needs to stop that.
Mm.
And I will disengage to once again fuck off, just in case it can see me.
Okay. So this air elemental rolled its initiative. The other one was just summoned, so let's say air elemental. Where did it go? And it went so it goes first.
Another air elemental?
Mm-hmm.
It will make this yellow.
Question to the DM.
Yes.
Does it seem like the air elementals are coming out of the portal or from the locust thing?
It looks, you saw it spawn from the locust.
It's got
Get
like
rid of this
one windy limb that just keeps like.
It's as if there's like, it's a combination of all the elements and then like the air part just kind of coalesces. It looks like it could be anything, but this happens just to be air, and the other one just happened to be air. Maybe
All
there's
the time.
maybe there's other things that it could be as well.
It just happens to keep rolling whatever number is popping out. Air elemental.
Pretty much. This one, yellow is gonna go up to Melanie, and it's going to attempt to slam you twice. I rolled a 1. I rolled a 24 on the other though.
You rolled a 24 to hit.
To hit.
So I am going to use my where is it? Cloud rune.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make him hit the locust.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I can't do that. I don't have a reaction again yet. I used my reaction right after my turn, so ignore that.
Okay. It does 12.
It hasn't come back around to me yet.
12 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
All right. Tilda, it is your turn.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps farting out air elementals. You're not. It's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Well, that's no good. Why do all my spells suck all the time? I will, it looked like the necrotic damage that Zaitari was doing with hexes and stuff. Did that look like it worked
Yep.
on the elemental?
Yep.
Okay. I am going to toll the dead on the locust.
Okay.
They have to make a
wisdom save.
save.
Which they don't make.
Okay. So then they take the
29.
Yeah,
Okay.
29 necrotic damage.
Okay, sounds good.
Wait, hang on. The it for some reason it's added my intelligence to the damage. So that's actually 23
Okay.
necrotic damage.
Take away 6. Okay, sounds
I
good.
believe it defaults to adding your modifier.
Yeah.
So.
I'll fix that in a second. Does anybody need any healing? Did anyone take like a really bad hit?
I haven't taken a bad hit, but I've taken a couple reasonable hits.
Okay.
I've taken a little over 60 points of damage so far.
Anybody else?
I haven't been
I'm
hit.
good.
I'm 100%.
Okay.
Miller job.
Yeah. One
I'm
action.
about to take less damage because I'm gonna activate my heal rune. So
Okay, great. Good to know. Let me know when you're getting like in danger.
Yeah, that's fine.
Other than that, I don't have anything I can really do as a bonus action. So, I will simply stay where I am
Okay, sounds good.
and hope no one notices me.
Aoife.
I'm going to do the same thing again, but I get the flanking from Melanie, right?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Ooh.
20.
All right, I'm going to toss the extra damage I get once around on that one, so I'll add another 2d10.
Okay.
Eh, 11 extra for that one.
Okay.
And then 3 more hits.
That's so many 19s.
All right.
Yeah, those are all teases.
I know. Ugh.
Apparently, it farts out another air elemental.
Oh my god.
I need something that will expand my crit range. I think because I get 19s a lot.
The second you do that, you're gonna start rolling 18s.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, that's if we get something that really expands my crit range. I'll be fine. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep punching it as I have been because it seems to work.
Take 3 levels of champion fighter.
At my last 3 levels of the campaign.
Yep.
All right,
We
Zaitari.
could just hunt down those one animals that we found.
Yep. Okay, let's see.
That is true.
Man, there's a whole lot of air elementals happening over there. I think it's time for a synaptic static. Let's see, that is a 20-foot sphere. Give me a second here. 5, 10,
You could get
20.
3 of them.
I think it's a
That's about
20-foot
it.
radius sphere, isn't it?
Yeah, because I was having trouble placing it when I was trying to play with Velge.
Okay, so it should be
Yeah,
double
20-foot
this size.
radius.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't get it in that room.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
It's an int save, so please don't hit Mel.
Oh, yeah, no, don't worry. The plan is to, I don't know if this is accurate, but I mean, I'm just going to place it so that it hits these 3. You know, even if it's like one thing bigger, I should be able to place it in a way that's not, like, compromising for anybody, because there's a lot of space to work with. So, let's go ahead and hit this.
Okay. Intelligence. Int.
I think it's supposed to be like this kind of size,
Yeah.
All right.
maybe even a square bigger.
I can't resize it, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
regardless, I should be able to place it in such a way that it wouldn't be compromising for anybody.
Yeah, there's a lot of extra spice.
The locust will save, but the 2 air elementals do not.
Okay.
So that's half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I rolled so many 2s. Such a bummer. Can't remember if Hex activates on hit it with an attack. Okay, so this wouldn't apply. I don't think I have anything super special for bonus action. So I will simply give somebody inspiration. I will give it to Aoife. Aoife will get some inspiration. So it is a D12. You can add to attack rolls, ability checks, saving throws.
Thank you.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Rain.
Yep. All right. I'm starting to feel like we're hitting a pinata. And it's just every time we hit it, gonna poop out an arrow elemental or hit hard enough. But yeah, I'm gonna hit the locust again.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is every time we hit hard enough.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot.
Okay.
Seem to be happening with a specific type of damage, does it? Like, you've been
There's
doing a mix of different damage types that triggers it, right?
All right. The air.
It's mostly been happening on force.
The elemental locust explodes into a million prismatic colors.
Oh, cool, cool.
You still have the air elementals, and Melanie, you do hear gurgling coming from the portal.
Oh, lovely.
Well, at least we got it before
It pooped out
something
more
else came out of
elementals.
the. Well, and so before something else came out of the portal.
True. I was really hoping the air elementals would leave with it.
No.
I'm
No,
good
no.
here. That'll be my turn. Very big. I cast hand crossbow.
Okay. Melanie.
I'm gonna activate my hill rune.
Okay.
So let me see if that's an action or a bonus action.
Believe it's a
Bonus
bonus
action. It is. And so then I'm just gonna go ahead and slap around this guy in front of me. So I don't have advantage.
I think
That would it would still be a 19.
Yeah, you still
Or, yeah,
you
it'd still be a
still
36.
would hit.
1, 2, and 3 hits on it.
Okay. It looks like the thunder damage does affect it, but not as much as you think it. It's an air elemental.
Yeah, no, that's not surprising.
Let's see, 15. Hold on, let me tell you. +6, +17, +5, +16, +5. Okay. It's barely holding its wispy form together.
I'd really like to clear this out a little bit, but I kind of want to save my action surges, so that's fine. That's my turn.
Okay. The portal opens, and you hear the sound of what it sounds kind of like metal. As a giant golem, seemingly made out of wood, comes strolling out of the portal. Somewhere in the distance, you hear something akin to "Deacon, sorry."
Yeah, not our target again.
It is only large, however.
Oh, it's tiny.
It's as big as Melanie.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Does this portal seem to have a magical essence when it's not bringing through critters? Like, if I were to just try to yeet this guy, could I maybe yeet him back through?
It's possible. It sounds like there's stuff happening inside while you guys were fighting.
Like more stuff's trying to come out.
Yeah.
Should I try to push him back in, or do you think that would just be a waste of time?
It's
I
up
say
to
we
you.
just kill it.
Okay.
All right. Time to see when these elementals go. All right. So this one will go at. Now purple's used for hex. So that will go at
Honestly, did anybody prepare banishment? Because you could just banish these feisty guys if we wanted to. They're not from this plane.
I prepared dagger and crossbow.
Yeah, I prepare pain.
Damn it, Rain.
Alright, the one you hit, Melanie, is going to attempt to hit you. It probably won't get that far because it's just an air elemental. Yeah, it's not going to get that far.
It hit me last time.
It rolled really well last time. This one is pink, and this one is and this one's blue. Blue's gonna fly up to Aoife, and 22 to hit.
No, AC right now is 24.
Okay. Pink is going to. I gotta get this yellow token off. You're invisible, Rain, or hiding?
It's greater invisibility.
Greater. Okay.
Yeah,
Never mind. So it's between you two. Zaitari. This one's gonna fly over.
Oh, how quaint.
23 to hit.
I believe that's gonna be me shielding.
Okay.
Give me a second here. Yeah, I will be casting shield as my reaction.
Pink should have gone yet. I'm so sorry. I got confused because.
Oh, okay. Then I
You
will
still
take
have
that
shield.
spell slot back.
Yep. Tilda, is your turn. My apologies.
No, it's okay.
They apparently have summoning sickness.
They do.
I mean, it was a magic card art, so maybe think of it.
Oh, Magic the Gathering. Tilda, you're
Is
muted.
Tilda AFK?
Apologies. I had muted myself, and I forgot that I had muted myself. So I was speaking. You just couldn't hear me. No matter how loud I spoke. It is. I mean, I could try. That would take a very high spell. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, we're going to
Did I show you my Quagsire in the bottle?
no.
Okay. While you're doing that, Ro.
Well, I was just gonna say I'll cast banishment on the pink.
Oh, pink. Yeah, pink doesn't make it. So it is banished.
Goodbye, Pink.
Goodbye, Pink. Pink is gone. So I guess banished currently.
How's everyone doing, damage-wise?
I've still got 123. I'm good.
Okay.
Also, I'm resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and whatever now. So.
Well, how barbaric of you.
Still uninjured.
Okay.
Look, not all of us are standing on top of statues.
I mean, that's a you problem.
It's true.
Aw, I love it.
Oh, that's adorable.
Very cute.
I make tiny.
I love his
T-Rex.
dopey little smile.
It was gonna be a T-Rex, but I realized it doesn't look that much like a T-Rex shaped. Head's too wide. Quagsire.
I want to
Quagsire
pair those
it
as
is.
earrings. Those would be really cute earrings.
Yeah, the as with the bottles or just with the Pokemon?
With the bottles.
The bottles are way too big though. They're about
Yeah.
how big are they? I have one at my desk.
Make a cute necklace then.
It would make a cute necklace. They're just shy of 2 inches tall.
Mm.
I mean, I think my goose hydras are that tall.
Aren't they like super heavy though?
And my goose hydras are very heavy.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I'm 6'1", so what's a big earring on you will be a normal sized earring on me.
Okay.
I
Anything
know.
else, Tilda?
Nope.
My goose
If
hydras are
everybody's
heavy as
still good on hit points, then nope. I just moved a little bit over so that now I'm within 60 feet of Zaitari
Okay, sounds good. Aoife,
and Rain.
there is a elemental next to you.
Yeah, it's going to get the same treatment.
Okay.
It's been working so far, so I'm just going to keep punching.
Okay, sounds good.
No, nothing fancy. No need to waste any more key points than I already have. No longer at advantage, right?
No, no longer at advantage. Whoopa. Okay.
Nice.
All of those hit. Even the 15. Because they are elementals.
Awesome. Yeah, they don't.
They don't have...
They're not known for their armor class.
Do you get that extra 2d10 on one of the strikes? Or 1d10 or whatever?
Yeah, I did. I rolled the plus astral on unarmed strike has the bonus juice.
Oh, nice, nice. It was even on your crit already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you happy where you are?
I am.
Okay. The golem is going to turn, look in your direction, Melanie.
Sure.
And it is going to try to punch you in the face.
Yeah, people do that when they see me sometimes.
I know the 21 will not hit.
Mm-mm.
But the 28 probably will?
Yeah, let me look at some ranges here. 1 second. I'm gonna cloud rune that and slap it on the wounded guy. What is that? Yellow? Yeah,
Okay.
yellow.
Do I have to roll any save?
Let's see.
Fairly sure it just happens.
And it just happens.
Okay. So that was 22. So this guy dissipates.
Nice. I'm just gonna yell thank you.
It does not respond.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
And it's going to since that didn't happen, it's going to attempt to lumber away.
Yeah, no. Smack, smack. Oh, nope. Already used my reaction. Too many reactions.
Yeah, that's the one thing about Rude Knight. It is reaction heavy.
Zaitari.
Yeah.
Okay. As my bonus action, I'm going to transfer that hex over to Mr. Golem Man.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to blast him. So.
All right, let me get that purple on him. That will hit. That will also hit. I think that will hit. Hold on. Yes, all of those will hit. So
Okay,
6,
great.
12, 13,
Like D6, there we go.
12,
13 extra necrotic damage.
13 extra necrotic damage. Are you happy where you are?
I mean, I'll tolerate it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay put, yeah.
All right. the air elemental who is banished.
Banished.
It's banished. Rain.
You muted, Rain? You are muted, Rain.
It's right here.
Hamburger, hamburger, hamburger. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Squeaker, squeaker.
I'm out of breath here on the lawn trying to run this boy down.
Oh
Going in circles.
Puppies care not for your
No.
needs.
Yeah. I'm just gonna attack if someone can roll it for me. Crossbow, sharpshooter, and
Oh,
if I have to disengage, and leave enough room for AoEs.
Do you want to attack the golem, or do you want to attack the one remaining air elemental?
Whatever the biggest threat is.
Let's have her attack the golem. I think that's
Yeah,
what
let's go with the
right now.
golem.
all right. Let me open her sheet.
These are just not very many spells. This doesn't take nearly as long.
I would imagine it's probably rolling automatically at advantage plus, so.
Hand crossbow. Okay. At the golem. Oink. Okay, that is 35.
Nice.
It goes plunk plunk into the wood. I assume she's gonna stay there. Melanie.
I don't have anybody punchable distance.
I mean, you can
You're
walk
gonna have to
out.
walk
can
somewhere.
move.
You could walk to the
Well,
golem.
I was just gonna ask, how much noise do I hear in the portal behind me right
Oh,
now?
there's a significant amount of noise.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just gonna walk over here. Punch Airboy.
Okay. He's 20 feet up. Oh right, you're
I'm
you're
large.
a big person.
Lord.
Do I get flanking with Eva at this point?
I think
It doesn't
so.
really matter. I'm gonna hit it anyway. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll say you got it.
Hey, there we go. I got a crit. I'm just gonna smack that guy around.
Okay. 5 plus 1.
Yeah, don't forget about your extra damage.
Oh, yep. Thank you. I'll roll that on the crit.
It dies. It poofs into smoke.
Yeah, okay.
All right, portal. You
Yeah,
see
that's
this?
why I wanted to stay up here.
This giant, several-armed being.
Hooray!
I'm just gonna large, huge, gargantuan. Actually, huge. Sorry. Huge. Step out. Looking quite disoriented.
Mel yells, "We were looking for you!"
Roar.
Roar. Actually, well, it's not its turn yet, but it is round 4. Let me see when this guy goes. Okay.
And what are we supposed to be getting out of this guy again?
His heart.
His
Heart?
heart.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I just want your heart.
Okay, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I will glacial crash the
Okay.
big guy.
See if it rolls its dex save.
Do we need to tell Deacon to turn off the portal now that we've got what we need? He probably can't see what's come out, can he?
Well, he apologized whenever anything that wasn't supposed to come out came out. So
Good point. He must know at least a little bit of what's coming out.
it will make its dexterity saving throw, surprisingly.
really,
Yeah.
should have used the 10. Oh well. So the target instead takes 1d4 piercing damage from these shards.
Okay.
So 4 piercing damage.
4 piercing damage.
But they're cold piercing damage.
There are indeed cold
I
piercing
know.
damage.
It doesn't make any difference.
Aoife.
It does, though, because he doesn't regen if he takes cold damage.
Yeah, it's not actually cold. That's why it doesn't make any difference.
Oh, sorry, I got lost.
I would like to, because I've got a
Wait a
good
second, wait a second.
jump. Oh, go
I
ahead.
had a bonus action and movement that I could have done that nobody asked if I wanted to do anything. How's everybody looking on the damage front? We good? We good?
I haven't been hit yet. I mean, not again. I just
Okay.
just a couple few times before.
Everybody's good?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yes, now it is Aoife's turn.
Aoife.
Because I've got a good run and jump distance, I'd like to jump onto this dude's head and like rodeo him.
Mm-hmm.
Of
Okay.
course.
I feel like you're making a habit of this.
Yep.
This is true.
You know, when you're tiny and can run up walls, what else are you gonna do for fun?
That's true. Everyone's
fair.
got to have a hobby.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure you
The
get
real
your
question
10
is, do you yell yeehaw?
Yeah, I'm not too worried about like grappling him so much as I just want to be on him so I can punch him in the head.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything, or can I just jump on him?
I mean, I assume you use the length of the arms to get your 10-foot running distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my walk speed is high enough right now that even if I need to, I could do like a little lap around the statue and then go, because I can also run on vertical surfaces.
Yeah, right. Yes.
So
You create your dope monk shit.
yeah, I can create my 10-foot lead up jump.
Yeah,
So,
and what is it, like twice your strength score? I keep forgetting about this shit. What long jump?
long jump, it's equal to your strength score.
Okay.
Which right now, because my astral arms are out, is 20.
Yeah. Okay.
So
you can
I just
you can attempt to punch this thing in the head.
I will do so. And I'll finally use an extra key point and use a flurry of blows.
Okay, that unfortunately misses. That will not. The natural 20 is the only one that hits.
Oh,
I figured.
dear.
That's okay. That's a good natural 20, though.
Yeah, it's a pretty good natural 20.
For a
Okay.
monk with but a humble D10 plus nothing.
All right. Are you happy with your position?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Zaitari, you're on a rock, I assume. Tilda is also
On a
flying
rock?
on a rock.
Okay.
Huh?
You guys
I'm
are
flying
elevated.
over the rock.
You're
Yes.
flying over the rock. Zaitari, you're on a rock.
Correct.
Okay. Huh.
Also, I am concentrating still on the banishment for
Mhm.
the elemental. Wanted to specifically state that.
Okay. Guess I'll go back to Melanie since there's nobody here anymore.
About Melanie?
The golem's
Oh,
going.
the golem.
Yeah, golem.
Honestly, the golem can go ahead and aggro the multi-armed guy. I mean, he probably doesn't know who that is.
Nah, he's like, that's my brother.
Oh.
Lumber.
Ah ha ha! Just got that. Love it.
Okay. It's going to attempt to slam you in the face.
As one does.
It doesn't slam you in the face. Zaitari.
Yes.
It is your turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's still in range, so I'm gonna do something. Let's see. Let's see. Is this an attack roll or saving? I'm gonna do a chain lightning.
Okay.
Yeah, 6th level. So from obviously these two dudes.
Okay. That will hit, and I need to see. Yeah. That will hit. Both will fail.
Great.
So 57. That is also 57. Okay. All right. Are you happy where you are?
Yeah, I think I'm fine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give out another bardic inspiration, and I'll give it to Melanie this time.
Thank you.
Okay. Sounds good. Pink is still banished. Rain.
Rain might be still wrangling.
Oh, wrangling puppy.
I'm gonna hit big boy, big blue boy.
Okay.
Or no, I'm gonna hit this other guy. Actually, I think about it. Yeah, bull, sharpshooter that. Crossbow. 22 to hit.
That will hit. You were hitting golem.
Yeah, and then add 10
Explodes
to that.
into shards of wood.
Excellent.
Oh, that's kind of surprising.
And yeah.
So splinters?
Yes.
That's not that surprising. Okay. Oh, I thought you meant it splintered and like shrapneled all of us somehow.
No.
God, no.
Are you happy where you are?
Yeah. Yeah.
Melanie.
Me?
Yes.
Yay! I'm gonna hit the guy. Do I get flanking with Aoife since she's on his head?
I guess so.
Do we all get flanking with Aoife?
No.
Because
those will all hit.
Okay, cool. I will then go ahead and action surge. And I'm gonna do that again. 1, 2, and a 3. And then grew my giant stature damage on one of them.
Great.
And
Wow.
then fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and use my fire rune. So he needs to make a strength save, which he's
Okay.
probably reasonable at. He looks like a big fella.
Yeah, he makes it.
That's fine. He still takes 2d6 fire damage.
He appears to be immune to fire.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even roll it then. I was thinking he was resistant for some reason. Okay. Alright. That's my turn.
Okay.
You know that it already rolled for you, right? 2d6.
Oh, hey, it's up at the top.
Yep.
I honestly did not notice it.
Okay. It looks like it closes some of its wounds.
Did it not take any cold damage? I thought it took some cold.
It took
No, it
piercing.
did
No,
not.
it took piercing damage. Okay, I took a gamble. I'm sorry. I thought it wouldn't be that dexterous since it's a big, bulky boy.
Melanie, it's gonna attempt to get away from you.
Wants to leave where I am?
It wants to leave from where he is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let him do that. Just gonna go ahead and smack him when he tries to leave, and that gives him a movement speed of 0.
Okay. That is 18. All right. Then he's gonna turn in your direction.
Sure. Understandable. I would too.
And he is going to attempt to hit you a bunch of times.
Yeah, people do that.
Actually, he's really mad about that lightning damage too. There is some intelligence behind because he took 57 lightning damage.
It was a lot of lightning damage.
Right. Fair enough.
So he will slam you twice, and he's gonna rip off one of his nodules and huck it in Zaitari's direction.
Okay.
So Zaitari, can you roll a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
I sure can.
Yep.
Actually, can I take one of your 10s, Tilda?
Sure, you could take a 10, I guess, if you... Would you like the 11?
I have a plus 11 to my dexterity, so sure, I'll take a 22.
Okay, you save. Only taking 12 fire damage was a 6 for you.
Yep. I was gonna say, I'm resistant. Hooray!
And then then Melanie is going to attempt to hit you twice.
Sure.
That's a 33 to hit.
Yeah,
That
Jesus.
is also a 33 to hit.
Oh, hooray, my hex stays.
Yep, both of those are gonna hit. Can't do shit about that.
Alright, and then... Give me a moment.
Gimme a moment.
Alright, so first one's going to be 30 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
This type of damage is of the bludgeoning variety.
Okay, so 15.
Okay, and then 31 points of damage.
Also bludgeoning?
Yes.
Okay. 15
and
again.
that is its turn.
Alrighty.
Tilda.
And the portal didn't do anything?
Nope, portal didn't do anything. Looks like
Has
it's
the portal
dimming.
closed? Yeah, okay, there
Yeah,
we
looks
go.
like it's dimming down, and like way in the distance, you see Deacon giving like a thumbs up.
Sorry. Okay, great.
Which, when that happens, he accidentally hits the side of his head, knocks his glasses off, and now he's on his hands and knees trying to find his glasses.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
But you hit with that cold damage.
Great. And yeah, I had plenty of... Okay, so that's 25. Or... Crap. No. It's 19, because...
That will still hit.
Well, no, the damage is
19. Okay, minus 6.
Yeah. Because I think you have to have a specific feat, right, to have your intelligence or added to spells, your spell focus.
I think it's usually part of
Usually it's a class feature.
class features or like
Okay,
subclass
yeah.
features, like different pieces of cleric do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, depending on your cleric
Yeah, Evo
subclass, you
wizard.
can get it added to your weapon attacks, or you'll either get like a divine strike thing, or you'll get one where you can add your wisdom to your cantrips.
Yeah.
Right, but wizards don't get that shit.
I don't think so.
That's a bummer.
I don't think so.
I think
Um,
artificers do though. I think it's
Well, anyway.
a specific subclass, but yeah.
19 cold damage. Everybody's still standing and not in danger of falling?
I'm down to double digits, but I'm still at 93, and it looks like he does bludgeoning damage, which I'm resistant to, so I'm not too bad at the moment.
Yeah, you're good. Okay.
You're down to 93. I have 100.
Yeah, I have a whole 104 hit points.
Hmm.
I'm also in double digits now, so.
Okay. You're.
Oh no,
Hmm.
I'm fine. I was just making a joke that
Yeah.
haha, because I got a rock thrown at me.
That's true. Yeah.
That was a spicy rock.
Yeah, it was a spicy rock.
It was a spiky rock. Yeah, that's it then. I'm just chilling out here. Get it? Chilling? Because cold damage.
Aoife.
We're gonna do the same thing again with a flurry of blows.
Okay, sounds good. You're punching it in the head repeatedly, giving it CTE.
Now, do I have flanking again with Melanie?
Yes.
Okay. Totally clicked the wrong thing. Hand axe.
Oopsie.
All right.
There you go.
Okay, plus 17. Plus 12. Plus 12.
Sorry.
So plus 24. Plus 16. Okay. Any other damage that needs to be added?
No other damage. I'll try and stunning strike it. I haven't used any other key points.
Okay,
So
sounds good.
let's make it a stunning strike.
It's a con save, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll
I'm
be
not-
fine, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bother wasting my 10 on that because.
oh no. my DC is 18.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be phased by the stunning blows to the head.
That is fine. I wasn't expecting it to be.
Okay. Golem is Kinder. Zaitari.
Yep.
Oh, and I'm still concentrating, by the way.
Let's see. As a bonus action, I'll transfer my hex. Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh. That was quite a hiccup.
Yep. It was a surprise. And I will. I think I'm just gonna blast it.
I mean, it worked so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice because it triggers hex all those times, which is why it's good. Okay.
Last.
3. Oh, that's a natural
Ooh.
1. I imagine the rest of those hit there, right?
They should.
Let's see, 22. Oh yeah, all the 20s hit.
Yeah. Okay, so 6. Okay, and an extra 9 points of necrotic damage on that.
Okay. Are you happy where you are?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Rain.
Yep. Guess what I'm gonna do? We'll sharpshooter that, and yeah, that'll do.
Okay.
And an additional 10 damage to that.
Hot damn.
How do you want to do this?
Hooray!
Yay!
Fucking Pinata. Couldn't leap the 60 feet it could.
Rip.
Sorry, it can leap 60 feet?
Yes.
God damn.
It can become a fucking frog once it gets a long jump, but of course you have Sentinel, because Sentinel.
Yeah.
I just shoot it. I'm like, is it dead yet? Come on, guys. 'Cause Yeah, I'm definitely playing a magic caster next time. Yeah, I'm sorry. I really don't have anything inventive for this.
Shoot
I
between
shoot
the eyes, it dies.
Yeah. Like, can we get back to the past, future, where the fuck we're going?
We need its heart first, and then yes,
So what are you doing with banish?
I am concentrating on it for the next 8 rounds.
Okay.
Next 48 seconds.
Okay.
While these guys figure out how to take out the heart
It's
of this.
probably going to take longer than 48 seconds to carve this thing up.
Okay.
Like,
And I'll
so
hit
I
it
got
with some.
sizes and everything, but my dagger's only so big.
Yep. I'll hop off my rock.
I'll hit it with a ray of frost whenever.
We all
Feels
get ready
like
to pinata it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll just be there, the astral arms, like helping to open it up.
I'm just not
like, hold
gonna.
pieces
It's just
up.
it just pops back into existence, and you guys just bludgeon it to death, stab
Wait.
it to death.
It's not from this
What?
plane, is it? Why does it come back at all?
this. Yeah, the air elemental.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be banished to the.
Oh,
To a
you
town
banished.
plane.
Okay, yeah, okay. So it's banished to the. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I concentrate for a minute and it goes away forever.
Okay.
I wish
How
annoying customers would do that. That'd be awesome.
how do you want to carve this thing up?
I will use the end of my giant size and just start going to town on this guy.
Okay.
I will
got-
help guide them in
Yeah,
the
I've
sense,
got-
like, cut here, you know?
I've got 10 minutes on my astral arm still, so I'll just use it and like a frog in science class being dissected, just help open it and hold it open.
Melanie and Aoife still have bardic inspiration, so you can use that towards whatever checks need to be made as well.
And guidance on
Real
Melanie.
guidance.
Real guidance, yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Because I've had that for a while. Couple of levels. And I always forget to use it. So.
All right. Who's doing the cutting?
Um,
Melanie, right?
Mel will, and yeah. I feel like that makes sense.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll?
I would like you to roll a
Dex save?
dex save.
I was just joking. Like I was gonna explode was the joke. Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, there are exploding nodules on this thing.
Cool.
I mean, that is what he chucked at me,
And-
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Take
literally
another 2 steps back.
he literally ripped a piece off of himself and hucked it at Zaitari.
Yeah, that's not a good way to deal with your problems.
I mean, it kind of is.
I
I
yeah,
mean,
if
it's
you could
pretty-
set them
One
on
of
fire.
us is dead and one of us isn't, so
It's a pretty metal way of dealing with the problem.
It's
Mhm.
what like chimpanzees do.
That's true.
Roll a. Technically, this is a monster made from the arcane ways.
okay.
So roll an Arcana check.
Ooh.
You have a D12?
And a D4.
And Rain and I are both taking the help action, so
Yeah, that's enough.
26,
That's
27.
that's enough. You're like, okay, if I cut here, no. Using basic anatomy, it's probably in the rib cage. When you cut this thing open, it is a strange amalgamation of bodily fluids and weird metallic parts. If you
Mm.
didn't know better, this thing was probably like built, but it has enough organic material that it looks like it was a living creature. So,
It's concerning.
yeah. So, a spellcaster did it. Probably an artificer of some sort.
I was really hoping we'd blame wizards again, but okay.
It's always wizards.
Rude.
I mean, Am I wrong?
Yes,
Hmm.
and you're rude.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It sounds like something a wizard would say.
Deacon comes hobbling.
That sounds like something a rogue would say.
Deacon comes hobbling back, and Deacon says, Deacon apologizes for the first two.
Honestly, it was quite fun.
It's we were expecting other things coming through.
Mm,
Don't worry about it, Deacon.
okay. Well,
We appreciated your help, nonetheless.
Deacon smiles.
if you guys don't mind, I am sorry to interrupt. I'm gonna hop off because I am very tired.
Yeah,
My
we're
meds are hitting me a little hard tonight.
We're
so-
done for tonight.
Okay.
We're going to
Good night.
Yeah, we're going to play.
Good night.
May 6th is the next date. Hopefully.
Yep.
All right.
It might be a tiny bit late May 6th, but hopefully not.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Thank you guys for coming tonight.
Yeah,
Thank
it was
you
fun.
for hosting.
Good talking to everyone again.
Mhm.
Yeah.